Franklin saved me. Franklin is one of Rebecca's cats, and I need him now because he hunts mice. So, studio landlord told me just yesterday that there's mice upstairs. That there were two seen outside my studio space. And I should have done something about it when I was here yesterday, but I didn't know what to do. And, I still don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with mice in any place I've lived or had studio or whatever. So, a problem is that there are so many places, especially under the desks, that have, clothes and paint stuff that, yes, it could be better organized, or, under Wren's bed here, or, I've got a pile of paint clothes here and shoes and whatever. There's so many places that I'm I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. There was a mouse in here this morning. I mean, a half hour ago. It's, I was, chilling here, and, my backpack was here, and, I'm almost, freaked out. My backpack was here, and I was chilling, and I was having a coffee, and trying to post to Instagram, and it was really quiet, and I could hear it. And I was no! I could hear it, and it was just, not cool. And, yeah. So I got up, and then I saw it, and it, ran this way, and I thought it ran in between, because there was a little bit of a gap here, so I thought it ran in between there, but it did run out the door. But I had to removed this, and I looked underneath the love seat, there was nothing there. I took that out, there was nothing behind there. And thankfully, the love seat does not have, holes underneath it or anything. And underneath it, it's, super clean. I keep my space, even though that stuff is not organized well, clean. There's spray paint dust everywhere, and obviously paint drips and whatever. But I mean, as for food, I have this garbage can. It had a garbage bag in it, and, garbage went in there. I don't leave food out and crumbs and junk. I don't get to vacuum in here very much because I don't have a vacuum. So that's one thing. Now the garbage bag's out there, and our little buddy was running around in this area. I mean, my landlord said he saw two, over here. But yeah, the one was running around everywhere out here, the one that left my studio. Or maybe there's more in there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm moving around or whatever. Maybe they're just hiding, right? So I'm going to staple this to my door frame, flush, so that they cannot get in underneath the door. But if they're already in there, that's not going to prevent them. That'll prevent them from leaving, too, if they're already in there. So I'm hoping it was just the one. But I don't I have not had to close encounter mice inside unless they're in a cage. And mice are cute, but not where they're not supposed to be. I don't know. In the wild, sure, that's your home. Do your mice stuff in the wild. I don't even know how much they can climb. Can't they just climb up walls and junk? I don't know. I'm freaked out. I don't like it. It's just I don't like little surprises running around my area. It's not... I don't know how to explain it. They're not going to hurt me, but, they just don't belong there. And I just don't need little surprises running around when I'm trying to work and, me accidentally step on one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know if this is going to do anything at all. I just, staple it to the door frame so they can't, there's a little gap there, and I know they could fit through this little gap. But then it stops, right? The door, it's flush. You know what I'm saying? But I thought they could just climb up stuff. I don't know how far, but couldn't they just climb over this and just go in there and then get under the door that way? When I'm inside there, I put a hoodie, so that heat doesn't escape because it's cold in here. But when I'm not there, what am I gonna... I don't know. I don't like it, and it's not cool. I don't know. I just want to keep busy and not... But the thing, I can't have quiet now. I can't read. I'm scared to be too quiet because I'm going to hear that mouse running around out here. Or worse, one in the studio. And, finding, if there is one, then finding it so I can get it out is good. But now I wouldn't be able to get it out easy because I have this thing here. So I don't know. It's not cool. I don't like it. Alright, so this is the piece that was chosen for that album cover. Talked about it, I think, 2 weeks ago at this point. So I'm just shipping this off. Title is based off one of the songs, Private Sky, and shipping that out to Vancouver. So we'll see what comes of that in the next couple months and how it looks. I think I'm getting a vinyl sent out to me with that on there, so that'll be pretty tight. Well, we're making some Christmas cards today. Studio visitors are always nice. I was working on that a little more yesterday. The David Cho as the color blue in conversation with the color yellow. Wren is here. She's tired. Her limp is getting a little better. It's just taking a long time. Yeah. I'm realizing that my cards suck. This is one of mine. And this is one of mine. These two are Rebecca's. And they're freaking so nice. And realizing why mine suck is because I'm treating them like abstracts. I'm not planning them enough, and I can't like go back into them and keep playing with them because like then the card will buckle because there's too much water and ink. Anyway, interesting observations. So here's some Christmas cards that I came up with, and it's interesting. I learned something by doing these, which is good. I did some stuff, and man, I already showed you Rebecca's cards. They're really cool, and they're more like what I did the first time I did these Christmas cards like years ago. Like, I don't even know how many years ago. 6 years ago maybe when I tried doing those for the first time. 7, 8, I don't know. I really liked the ones from back then, and I didn't do them for a long time. And I think I stopped doing them because I just moved on and I wasn't interested in doing them anymore. And they weren't, maybe they also weren't working out because the ones I did today weren't working out. Like I added gold leaf to try to make them more interesting. And I wonder, I'm excited to do them again tomorrow to see what I can do with them. But it's also interesting because like I had this quote, which I'll find here and read for you. It's on my Instagram, but I was reading this art magazine called Beautifully Bizarre, or is it Beautiful Bizarre? And there was an interview with, it's Beautiful Bizarre. It's this beautiful art magazine. But Jeremy Mann, he's a great artist, fantastic, does a lot of figurative work. He did a lot of cityscapes too, though. But there's this passage in there, and again, this is on my Instagram, and I think it's on my Facebook as well. He says, if you realize the rustiness people often speak of when returning to their old ways after an extended break is actually their true self wanting to be expressed but running into the wall of expectation. And that's the thing, is like I haven't done these cards forever. I'm trying to do them the way I did them 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I can't. I've moved past that. I've moved beyond it. And like, it's just not the way that I work anymore. And like, even though I had that kind of good reminder from reading that article before I did the cards, it took me a minute to be like, wait a second, this is why they're not working out. I had to make like 3 cards first that I didn't like, and the fourth one I don't even like that much, before I realized like, wait a second, stop forcing yourself to do this thing that's not working. Your body, your artistic, creative mind, soul, heart is telling you, you don't work that way anymore. It's not you. It's just not that it's not working because you suck. It's not working because you don't work that way anymore. You don't do that thing anymore. And if you want to try and do that thing, like maybe it's possible, but it's not coming naturally to you because you've evolved past it already and you've grown past that. And what would satisfy you more? And I think it's that question is like, that doesn't even satisfy me. If I were to do it exactly the way I did before, I think they'd look pretty, but it's not my natural instinct right now to work that way because I've moved past it and it's not going to be as satisfying. So for me, it's interesting because now I have to find like, what am I interested in? How can I try to do something different with these cards that I've never done before? Because what I'm doing now isn't working. And so I'm excited to do more tomorrow because I'm just like, I need to do some Christmas cards and that'd be tight. And yeah, I liked just that realization of like, oh, this thing came back and I got it. And it gets cemented in. Because so many times I come across articles or epiphanies in the self, and then I don't have a scenario that comes up quick enough to actually put that into practice and into action to get more cemented in. But this was just like, hey, remember that thing from a couple days ago? Oh yeah, okay, I get it now. Like, that's why this isn't working for me right now. I need to like do something different, because the way that I did it before naturally is not the natural way I work anymore, because I've evolved past it. So, cool art realizations.
Wren. No. No jumping. No pain. It's really nice and convenient that Michaels allows pets that are not service animals. We had to call and double check, but there was like a list on like some Lethbridge group. I'll have to ask Rebecca to send it to me again if I can't find it. But yeah, someone had a list they were updating of like local businesses and stuff that allow animals, and Wren's allowed in Michaels, which is crazy awesome, good, convenient, because it's really close to the studio. And if I have her with me to do some studio work and I need to go get some art supplies, I don't have to leave her there. She gets weird still, like she likes the studio, she's comfortable there. I think that she knows it's like a safe space for her. She doesn't get anxious when she's there, but she doesn't like being alone there, is the thing. So it's nice that if I needed to just walk on over to Michael's to get something in order to continue doing arts, that I can do that. We can just incorporate that little walk in a part of our day. And everyone was really nice to her, and she was good. I think Wren has gotten over her car sickness. Oh, hello, Starsky. Starsky is waiting at the window for us. We're coming to pick my sister up and Starsky, and we're going to go to Pavan and go for a little walk. Can't have them wrestle because Wren's still recovering from whatever's going on with her front leg. But yeah, she's gotten over her car sickness. I don't know when the last time was that she drooled. She gets into the car way easier because she's not getting sick. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a little walk. You probably can't even see him, but he's in the window barking his butt off. Anyway, that should be fun. Hopefully we can have fun and socialize without wrestling. Wrestling.
Boy, you gotta listen. I'm worried about this recall. I don't want him just running forever. That's what I imagine.
Oh yeah, just off into the sunset and never see him again. Come on, Wren. Zoomies.
I got treats, remember? Don't forget.
This, I'm having like a massive psychological crisis, and I'm going to have to discuss that in the next conversation about controlling your emotional response to stimuli. Other videos this week, there's actually 2 reviews. One was on the movie Interior Leather Bar, which is great. It's shot as a documentary. It's got a lot of layers to it about art and sexuality and censorship. And the other review was the album Reign of Terror by Sleigh Bells. Really different from anything I've ever listened to. Noise pop duo, really cool stuff. So I reviewed that album, and then I had a conversation about not being responsible for other people's emotions. So all that's there this week. See you on another time.